What is happening, guys? Jack has got you back, and today I'm going to be doing a speedrun in Assault the Control Room on Halo Combat Evolved. It is going to be done on Legendary difficulty, and it's going to be using the Bandanna Skull, which grants you infinite ammo. This is like my third time trying to do this speedrun, because the amount of times I kept dying, from this one glitch is absolutely amazing. It's so bad. So, what's going to happen is that, the doors are going to open up, and we're going to be chucking in some grenades to try and, speed this up. So now that I'm actually using the Bandanna Skull, it's going to, it's going to grant me some infinite grenades, so I can use as many grenades as I can, and I'm going to try and lob as many as I can. That turret is absolutely loving the grenades. So I'm trying to use my grenades, trying to get this guy, but I can't, so I'm going to try and use this turret for cover, try and use a plasma grenade, and I actually do stick him twice. So now we're going to move into here, throw a safety grenade in there, and pick up a plasma pistol, because that's a really good combo to use against elites, which are the huge dudes, like that guy. I try to stick him, and I do eventually get it. Now this is pretty much Grenade City Central in here, because I'm just going to try and use as many grenades as possible and try and do it like that. So yeah, when it comes to the glitch that's in the next sort of like area, it took me so many tries. It literally took me an hour of recording everything just to try and, do it. So I was actually fortunate to actually get it in this section, or in, this recording. So, if you want to try it yourself, you can do. You just have to follow what I've done. Or if you want to go follow some other people that speedrun Halo 1, you can do. So yeah, I wanted to try and get this out on Friday, but the fact is that what happened on Friday? I tried to get San Andreas Part 11 out, trying to do some different things to Part 11, but for some reason it just sort of like lost all the data, so I just didn't post any videos on that day, because that's when I did do like the recording for the speedrun, so I just felt really pissed off at that day, so I didn't get anything out, which I'm sorry, but I just didn't. So here comes the famous freaking glitch where you have to sort of like jump down these rocks. You have to be careful with this Banshee though, because it will tear your shit up. So I was like, right, this is the bit that I normally get stuck on, because normally I would slide off the rock because I was going too fast, or that the fall timer, thinks that you're, falling to your death, so it counts you as dead, so it launches you back up to the door. So, that first bit is complete and utter bullshit. I'm not even kidding. So here I try to take out the Banshee, and I did, so it wouldn't, kill me that way, because that Banshee can kill you like that, and you will lose all your progress. So here I'm like, trying to find where I can land, safely, that the full timer doesn't count that I'm dying. So I'm like, right, if I can slide on this rock, I should be alright. I did, and I survived. Now I'm down here, which avoids all the enemies. I'm telling you, all the enemies are now despawned in this entire level. I shoot some rounds in the air just to say, like, yeah, I'm down here now. So yeah, like, this is pretty boring, I'm not gonna lie. This next section is complete and utter boring, because the fact is that, there's no enemies that are spawned in the level now, so at least the vehicles are still here, which is a good thing, because if the vehicles weren't here, then this will be a very long speedrun. So yeah, I'm going to take this ghost now, and continue on my way. And it's very boring. I mean, it's just trying to get from point A to point B now, without anything, no enemies, no nothing. So, there's that. So I switch it to new graphics here just to try and spice up the journey. But yeah, you need to have it in old graphics just to try and do that descent I pressed the button here twice just because like there's a 3-second delay between the noises, between what I can hear in my headset and then, you know, great bit of ghost skills there. But yeah, I tried to press it, you know, twice because there's a 3-second delay between the gameplay and what I hear in my headset. So I don't know why I tried to push this button. The door's already open. Good guy Jack, trying to use everything. Even though this is trying to be a speedrun. So yeah, you need to be in old graphics in order to do the descent, because the fact is that the actual geometry of the rocks is completely different to the new graphics, because the new graphics are more like visually there instead of like texturally there. So like all the edges are smooth and all that in old graphics, and in new graphics everything's like jagged and that sort of thing. So you will actually lose your, you know, your footing, or you'll be really confused on like why there wasn't solid geometry there. Like in Two Betrayals, when you're in the Banshee, if you're in new graphics, you can go literally into a rock that's supposed to be solid, but it's a rock. So in old graphics, the rock isn't even there in old graphics. It's just there to make it, you know, texturally stunning, or yeah, something like that. So yeah, there's a wraith over there. Nobody's in it. Nobody's in that wraith because of all the enemies are now despawned. Apparently that glitch despawns every single enemy on the map. So, you know, you're pretty much, you know, home free, I guess. You just got to watch out for the ghost, though. The ghost can kill you. I know that's really hard to, you know, get in your mind, but yeah, the ghost can actually kill you, because if you sort of like speed up in your ghost and then you sort of like turn it to turn like a switch or something like that, and then you get out, and the ghost will actually run you over, and it can kill you, and it will spawn you back up to the door, because as it's despawning all the enemies, it despawns all the checkpoints and loading times. So, you know, if you do die in this section, you will go back up to the door, which is insane, because then you have to do everything again, like all the glitches and all that again. See, look, the Banshee can kill you as well. It's like, oh god, why did I do that? And because the Banshee can squash you. So yeah, all the vehicles are out to kill you in this one freaking map. So now it's just basically going through all the corridors, you know, try and save as much time as I can. I do get a little bit confused here because everything just looks the same in this one point, because that's where I came in originally, because yeah, everything just looks the same. They just added some arrows, but I wanted to try and, you know, speed things up and go through all the windows, which confused me a little bit more. So don't go up there, because you'll lose a little bit more, you'll lose a bit more extra seconds, so it's easier to go around it. Ignore that. So yeah, in this section you'll be fighting like elites, like I think camo elites, I think like camouflaged elites, I think you'll be fighting, that sort of thing. So, you know, you'll be fighting all these enemies and yet there's nothing. Again, I get confused here. Freaking genius Jack over here. So yeah, you just go through all the glass that you can, trying to save some time. Yep, I get confused again, and I get stuck behind something. Yeah, great. It's supposed to be a speedrun, Jack. I mean, come on. So yeah, this is like the final door that you have to go through all these corridor sections. This is the final one. So yeah, like it just despawns every single checkpoint. So if you die, you're buggered. You have to start all over again. So now it's the final stretch where you have to get in the Banshee, and I switch it to old graphics again just because, why not? Because look how different it is. Everything's different. See, I actually do get lucky because I was about to die from this Banshee as well, trying to get like a button. I was about to die from this Banshee, which if I would have died, I wouldn't have actually continued the speedrun, and you wouldn't actually be seeing this actual video. See, look, I lose half my shields there because of the Banshee. I was like, oh god, if that would have squashed me completely, then I would not have been happy. So I was like, I didn't press the button properly, so I got back out the Banshee. So now we're just going to continue along. So yeah, I also want to say something as well, like, I have actually got a job now. I do have a job, and, you know, there might not be as much content as I can possibly get out now, because the fact is that I'm working. And, so yeah, if you're watching the entire video, you would have heard me say that. But yeah, I do have a job now, so, you know, I'm going to be working now, trying to earn them monies, so, you know, content will be a little bit more scarce, I guess. So yeah, that was the entire Assault in the Control Room episode, or mission done on Legendary using a speedrun. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, and if you super enjoyed it, go ahead, subscribe, take care, and join me again later. Peace.